So it's that time of year where I have to say what are my top 15 movies of 2020. Now I know that 2020 has been a very hard year for all of us, and yes, a lot of films have been cancelled this year. But I just want to say that the ones who have come out have been very, very good, and I have to mention some things. Here are the rules. 1. Netflix and any type of streaming service is allowed to be on the list. 2. I am accepting anything from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. And finally of all, general UK release. Okay? Because I saw quite a few 2019 lists and they were mentioning, oh yeah, I'm doing it generally around the world and stuff like that. No. We don't
do that here. Okay, we do general UK release. None of this open for a short window back in 2019. No. Hung that, mate. Fuck off. We are doing this properly. General release for the whole United Kingdom to
watch. Get me? Alright? I know there's a few Americans that watch this show, and you'd probably be thinking, hang on a second, what this came out in 2019? I'm saying 2020 for us in the UK, okay? Before I do number 15, I must mention my honourable mention, which is Hamilton. Yeah, obviously because there's not many films been out this year. I have not seen many films that come out this year, but one of them, it was just one over this year, so yeah, Hamilton it is. I've only put it there because technically it's a stage performance of 2015, so technically it didn't come out this year, but the film version of this taping thing has come out this year, so yeah. But anyway, let's hit it off with number 15. Number 15, Dark Waters. So, Dark Waters is a sort of a mystery of DuPont, which is, I believe, an oil company. And Mark Ruffalo's character is like a lawyer, and he tries to figure out that, hang on, DuPont has been poisoning all these people all this time. It's just good. That's the only problem with it. It's just alright. There's nothing to excite you. There's nothing to be... It's just sort of... It's very much what I would like to call background watching stuff. Number 14. Number 14, New Mutants. Yeah, this was a car wreck. I know, like, I can't remember when the first trailer came out, 2015, 2016, and everyone was like saying, oh my god, this is going to be amazing, this is going to be like an R-rated horror movie by the same people who did X-Men, this is going to be awesome. And then it sort of just went, reshoots, no reshoots, but then we're planning to have reshoots. Oh, it just... development hell. Bunch of kids sort of locked into a mutant asylum, and yeah, it's sort of like you think, ooh, exciting. There are bits of it, but all I'm gonna say, it's a sort of like kind of a guilty pleasure type film. Unlucky for some, number 13. Number 13, Dolittle. Yeah, Dolittle, the same sort of problem it had with like New Mutants. It just like the story fell apart and it just was a bit of a... But Dolittle is basically a scientist that talks to animals and has to save the Queen with animal friends and stuff like that. But the story sort of just flops and flips and all of that stuff. It was one of the first things Robert Downey Jr. did after Iron Man in Avengers Endgame, and it just went... But I agree with this one. This is sort of a guilty pleasure. If you can look past the crappiness about it, it's really enjoyable. I do like it. If you just go want to see a movie and know, like, right, this movie is going to be terrible, but let's look in the goods of it, you will have a good time. Promise that. Number 12. Number 12 is The Lighthouse. Yeah, I like the atmospheric of it, I like the style of it, but I need to watch it again because I felt a bit confused. It's one of those ones that is like, it's very hard to watch because you're like, where's this going, where's this? It's got a very open story and interpretation to it, so that's maybe a bit but it feels like back in the day when I used to watch films with my grandma and stuff like that. That's what it felt like. It had that old-timey, super coolness to it, and I loved it. At number 11... Right, number 11 is Artemis Fowl. Now, I know this is probably very low on everyone else's list. Apparently, this is really bad. I didn't find it too bad. I know there's bits in there I was like questioning, like, wait, what? And apparently there's like 3 films in one. But basically, yeah, this sort of like young kid, he becomes the super mastermind character. There is faults in the movie, oh god, yeah. And this is one of my, I would say, guilty pleasures to watch, but I don't mind. Yeah, it'd be alright, but oh, this one has... Yikes. I didn't realise it was that bad, but apparently it's like fit like 3 books into one film, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I never read the books. I didn't know there were books. Don't hate me, sorry. Number 10. Alright, we're in the big ones now. Number 10 is The Gentleman. So The Gentleman is basically Matthew McConaughey. He is the gentleman with all the money. He's got this big weed farm and stuff like that, and stuff happens. I remember going into it going like, yeah, okay, this is good. Bit manly and stuff like that. Where he's trying to be all Sky Ritchie, so he's all manly and stuff like that. But then I was like, no, it's alright, it's all good. There's a difference between Dark Water. Dark Water is like, it's a bit average. This one is like, yeah, it's good. But it's not great, it's good. And he scores it for number 9 for England. Number 9, Birds of Prey. Now, I am one of the few that didn't mind Birds of Prey. Yes, it was very much depicted of men being utterly bastards and women being queens of the world. However, big however, I did enjoy like the fight scenes. I did enjoy like the atmospheric of it all. It was a big sort of fun film. A bit like Hobbs and Shaw's last year. I found it's just like, it's just a barrel of fun. Don't take it too seriously. It's just fun. Number 8, Infinity. Well, I think this is a good one to talk about, number 8, because number 8 is Bill and Ted Face the Music. Yeah, Bill and Ted, pretty much like Birds of Prey, just fun. It's a fun, good time. Nothing too serious. Just, hey, go and have a good time. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. And that was Bill and Ted. Nothing too deep, nothing too precious. Then all they were like, oh, are we too old for this, bro, man? But they were like, nah, this is fun. Time travel is fun. David Beckham, number 7. Okay, I should stop with the football references. Okay, now we're going into the proper heavy hitters here. Number 7, Tenant. I do like this film. It's confusing as hell, and so basically it's about to go backwards in time and forwards in time, but it's got to collide and stuff must happen and stuff like that. It's very complicated to explain if you have not seen the movie. It's very well done and very well presented. It's just a shame that not a lot of people got to see it, or if they have, they waited to it on DVD and on digital and stuff like that. But it is a good film, and I don't like the concept of that, oh, I gotta go to the cinema again to go and see it, and again and again and again. I'm just not that type of guy, but yeah, it was a good film, but oh, bloody hell. Number 6. Okay, number 6, Enola Holmes. Hey, Netflix is on here. So, Enola Holmes, starring Millie Bobby Brown, basically loses her mother, so we must go and find her again. Yeah, really did like this film. There is a bit in the ending which I did not like. Near the ending, there is something in it I absolutely hated. Not hate, disliked. Dislike, that's the better word to use. However, the whole film is fantastic. It's a good British adventure movie. Just like young people just having fun and just like, we're off on an adventure. And then the Hobbits decided, why am I mentioning Hobbits? Anyway, just go and see Enola Holmes. It's good. Number 5. So, number 5 is Onward. A little side story. Yeah, because I did not review this movie, but I really want to tell you this. Before the first lockdown in the UK, I went to see this movie. I went in the cinema, got my ticket, went into the cinema room and I sat down. nobody. For like literally the good bit, I would say first quarter of the movie, I had nobody with me at all. I had the whole cinema to myself. However, I did realise straight after that Boris Johnson actually closed down cinemas. So, take that as you will. Anyway, I need to talk about Onward. Yeah, so Onward, a magical story of two brothers. And they need to see their dad within 24 hours, but they've only grown half of him. So let's sort that out, eh? It's just a good, fun, brotherly movie, and it was good. There's a bit of cheesiness in there, but it's good cheese. So yes, I liked that. Go and watch Onward. It's on Disney Plus now. Number 4, Fantastic Four. Fuck off, Hitler. Yes, number 4 is Jojo Rabbit. Oh, this is the first film I think came out in 2020. For us in the UK, and it is an absolutely amazing film. Taika Waititi is Hitler because why not, and it's amazing. The whole cast are amazing. Scarlett Johansson is fantastic in it. Well, the whole cast is so good in this film. It's fun, it's dark, it's real. Taika Waititi. I mean, if you've seen the review, I say Taika Waititi out of 10, and this is this film. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Number 3. Okay, so in third place we have The Personal History of David Copperfield. I don't know why, but this film, when I was ranking this, I thought, oh, this is going to be about middle, maybe at the bottom. And then I'm realising, actually, this film is amazing. This film, it's just life in general, and it's so good. It's just so wholesome and just about life and all of that stuff, and it's just so good. Personally, because I'm one of those people who just, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love just learning about stuff about life in general life stuff, and this film is that. Thank you for existing. It is so good. I love it. Go and watch David Copperfield. I don't know if it's like emotional roller coaster. It's very British, I will warn you. It is very British, but mwah. Number 2, kids movie. That's number 2, Soul, most recent film I watched. This is not a kids movie, okay? This is an adult's movie. Well, not that type of adult movie. Get that out of your head, boy. But yeah, this is a more mature movie than anything Pixar's ever made about life. But holy moly, it is fantastic movie in my personal opinion. I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea film because I've seen mixed reviews for it. People are like, no, I don't like it. Hang on, there's a letter. I can't find it, but I'm going to try and quote it. It's from the YouTuber GB, does ASMR and other stuff. She has a Twitch and stuff like that. Anyways, she's basically said that you would like this film if you are trying to discover something, which I personally am trying to discover a bit more about myself, more about life. I'm autistic and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, but you will not like this film if you fear the beyond or death and stuff like that. And that is the best quote. The quote is so good and I can't find it, but it is one of the best quotes I've heard of this movie. You will like it if you're searching for something or finding something, or guaranteed or something like that. But if you're afraid of the great beyond, you may not like this film. But it is heavy. It does talk about everything. My mum, when we watched it, said somebody must have had a very bad day watching this film, and I'm like, yeah, they probably did. And it's just like, it is one of those wow movies. Alright, so number 1, and remember what I said at the start, where it's like general UK release in the UK. So number 1 is 1917. Yes, I know, for some of you out there, you got it early, especially in the UK. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that bullshit. 1917 is about 2 soldiers that have to be report to a bunch of whole section of soldiers, basically saying like, hey, you're going into a death trap, get out. And it is a fantastic story. It is so good. I did a full podcast review on it. I don't know if it's still up, but with the wonderful Alex Kingdom from the Timeless podcast. If you see that podcast, go and look it up. It's fantastic. Seriously, what this film, unlike Tenant, where you have to watch it again and again and again to get it, this film, like, simple concept, you know what you're going into, so simple, and you're just like gripped the whole time from beginning to end. You're just like, oh, is it gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. Oh, it is gonna happen. Oh god, what's gonna happen? Twists and turns everywhere. I put it in the Hall of Fame, Hall of Film Fame, I think I called it. But this film is beautiful. Please go and watch 1917 if you can. So that is my top 15 films of 2020. What did you think? Did you like them? Did you agree with them? And if
You think that I was being such a naughty person for putting 1917 in the #1 spot?
You're very mistaken.
anyway, until next time, actually, how about, because why not? Let's do next time the top 15 TV shows of 2020. See you then. Dankeschön.